What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kevin Jackwitz. This is the Kaged Review, and this is a review for WWE SmackDown for 2/26/19. Raw, much better this week. So, how does SmackDown compare? You start out with Shane McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, Daniel Bryan, and Eric Rowan. They're going to do the signing for Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston comes out, takes a minute to soak it all in, runs around, high-fives everybody in the crowd. Daniel Bryan signs a contract. Before Kofi Kingston does, he gets interrupted by Vince McMahon. He's doing the typical heel Vince McMahon thing that has been dead for 20 years, and he just doesn't seem to get it. 20 years is an exaggeration. Deal with it. But Vince, dude, this gimmick is dead. People can't stand the heel authority figure anymore. It's just done to death. You've got to start being able to think outside the box and do something new. You keep repeating the same shit for 20 years and you wonder why people are bored with WWE. So Vince McMahon comes out, "You're not worthy." Brings out Kevin Owens. Okay, Kevin Owens is back. That's cool. I love Kevin Owens. He says Kevin Owens is going to have this match with Daniel Bryan at Fastlane. Everybody's disappointed. New Day's dejected. It was just a stupid angle, though, and I didn't like it. Forget the fact that everybody's behind Kofi right now, and it's probably an intentional thing to try to pull off something later. It doesn't matter. It's just a dumb angle to have. So, I mean, the only thing I can think of at this point is that maybe, Vince McMahon, he does this here because he's, out of touch. Doesn't understand the fans want Kofi. He's doing the same thing with Becky Lynch when he pulled her on Raw and added Charlotte. And maybe they're just getting ready to do an on-screen switchover to where Triple H really does take over the company. Maybe. Or Shane or somebody. But anyway, making the point that Vince McMahon is just out of touch with what people want and can't pull out the product anymore. I mean, maybe they're going for that angle. And if they are, I hope they follow through with it. But this, as far as it stands right now, I'm sorry, it doesn't work for me. So, Kofi Kingston, New Day, they leave the ring. And then everybody in the ring, including Shane McMahon and Stephanie McMahon, Daniel Bryan, they're all just left staring at nothing. So, didn't like the open. Backstage, Shane and Steph, and Kevin Owens are talking for a minute. Kevin Owens is like, "This wasn't me, this was Vince McMahon. I have nothing but respect for Kofi Kingston. As a matter of fact, I'd like to team up with him tonight. Give us Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan." So they said they would take it under advisement. So the first match you get is The Bar versus the Hardys. Originally it was supposed to be Cesaro versus Johnny Gargano. That changed. Okay, not a problem. Matt Hardy's back. It was a good match, and it was actually a really good match. I thoroughly enjoyed it, to be honest. I thought that Jeff Hardy flying around was very cool. I mean, they started pretty fast-paced, so I wasn't hating it. Now, I think Cesaro and Johnny Gargano would have tore the house down, but this was still a good match. The Hardys win. They beat the tag champions on SmackDown, so I mean, hopefully Matt Hardy's back. It wasn't a one-off, and they're actually going to do something with that. Backstage, you get Aleister Black and Ricochet being interrupted by Lana, and, she's saying she doesn't see anything special about either one of them. It was a pretty good promo. Ricochet and Aleister Black are pretty good at conveying just who they are in general. They can talk, both of them. So it works. And Lana is very good. She's a good talker if nothing else. She might not be the best wrestler, but when she gets on a microphone, she can do something. So that bit was pretty cool. I liked it. You get R-Truth with Carmella come out, and he's going to do the United States Open Challenge, and he's talking about, how Cena used to be. So Andrade comes out to answer the challenge. He gets cut off by Rey Mysterio. So that turns it into a triple threat. Very good match. I really liked it. Some good spots. Rey Mysterio and Andrade, I think, are magic. The last 2 or 3 matches that they've had together, whatever it was, were really, really damn good. So they had some really cool moments. One moment in particular when Andrade was on Rey R-Truth's shoulders, and Rey Mysterio does his like Hurricane Run off the top rope, and then hits Andrade with the Hurricane Rana, pulling him off R-Truth's shoulders. It was really cool. Good spot. So good match. R-Truth pulls out the win in the end. Not a problem with that at all. Then you get Aleister Black and Ricochet, who were showing up on Raw and SmackDown regularly now on both shows. And thank God, because honestly, these two are just damn good. Like, I haven't seen anything yet that I could be like, maybe they're overusing them. No, they're amazing. Like, Aleister Black and Ricochet are just damn good. They go up against Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura, and it was a little bit slower because Rusev, being the big guy, he has the power moves, not the fast moves. So that was a little bit slower than anything they've done yet. Ricochet still managed to pick up the pace, though, when it was, him going over on Shinsuke and Rusev, and of course Aleister Black just damn good, too. And it ends with Shinsuke was going to hit a Kinshasa on Aleister Black and gets caught with Black Mass. And so Aleister Black and Ricochet still haven't lost a match, thank God. That's how you need to build guys when you bring them up, especially somebody like Aleister Black. He has a look, he's got the height, he's got a hell of a lot of ability, he can talk. This is a guy you need to build up. And WWE just screws everything up all the time when it comes to shit like this. They just do. Their track record is horrible. So, Aleister Black, Ricochet go over, very happy. Backstage, you get AJ Styles interview where, he's being asked if, maybe he feels like he's lost a touch, maybe, slumped for the first time since he's been to WWE. And, not much of an interview there, honestly. Not much to it. Then you get Kofi Kingston and Kevin Owens versus Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. Decent match overall. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of Eric Rowan in the ring. I'm just not into the big guys. I mean, Vince McMahon used to like him as, calling them the attraction. Andre the Giant was an attraction. King Kong Bundy was an attraction. It's not that way anymore. People just look at it now like, especially if you're fat, you're a slob. That's just the way people look at it. Like, people want to go there and be entertained by what people can do. That people can do that looks like something they can't do. Can't do that if you're Pudge. Sorry. Well, and I'm going to say that and then almost eat my own words because Kevin Owens is very talented. And he showcased his abilities quite a bit in this match. He's not exactly a small guy. So overall, the match was decent. Kevin Owens goes over Daniel Bryan in this match. Clean. Hits a stunner, which I thought was fun. He actually does the Stone Cold Stunner, and that's what gets him the win. So I actually liked that. I'll be honest though, I don't know how I feel about the whole Kofi Kingston, Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan thing. I don't necessarily like it. They're doing the same thing too much. Like, they're literally doing the exact same thing with the Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship. So they need something fresh. And like I said, the whole heel McMahon thing just doesn't work for me anymore. It's dead. It's been dead for a while. Heel authority figures just don't work. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 because I really didn't like how that opening was. The rest of it was pretty good. And that's where we're at. So ladies and gentlemen, 7 out of 10. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackwoods. Kaged Nation, out.